Peace, y'all. Peace, love, and blessings to each and every one of you. Welcome to those who are new, and welcome back to He Said, She Said, both sides of the conversation. My name is Sheronda L. Barksdale, your life empowerment coach over at Authentically Your Expressions, where I'm helping you live your most authentic life. What's up, DA?
What's up? And I am DA, aka, did he just say that? AKA, no, he didn't. AKA, your friendly neighborhood Libra. How y'all be?
Peace and blessings, y'all. Come into the room. Come into the room. When you enter the room, say, hey, what's up? Hi, y'all. Y'all ugly. Say something.
Say
Say
something. Like, let us
something.
know you live.
Let us know you
Like,
live with
let
us
us know.
today.
Like, what's good? What's the business?
Life. Life is the business. You remember that
Yeah, there
time?
you go.
I don't know if you ever did when I was a little girl. I used to be like, can't wait to be an adult. What was I thinking?
Man,
What was I thinking?
man. When I
Exactly.
tell you that song, Toys R Us Kid, I don't want to grow up, hit so hard right now.
Right.
Golly.
Over it.
Yeah.
And there's no way to go backwards, but yo, here we are doing the
Would you go
business.
back?
We doing it, man.
Yeah.
You want to
If you had
remind
the
our folks of
opportunity,
what we here
would you go
for?
back?
Would I go back?
Yeah, like if you had the knowledge that you got now and could go back to any time in your life,
Would I go back?
would you?
I would
Yeah.
go back to probably right around sixth grade with the knowledge that I have now, because it was right around then that I let people make me feel bad about feeling smart, about being smart. When I got to middle school, because I was always really smart. So I was put in advanced classes through elementary school. And then, but that also sets you up for bullying. So then as soon as I got to sixth grade, and you know how the hormones, teenagers, they acted crazy. Now all of a sudden they want to bully me for the answers. I'm trying to take my test and I'm getting kicked under the table because somebody wants my answers and all this stuff. And so after a while, I just was like, I don't want to be smart no more. If I knew what I know now, fuck them. Fuck them. I'm gonna do what the hell I gotta do. Period. Why do I hear a sound? What's playing behind here?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know. Somebody talking. But yeah, we'll keep this special. What about you? Would you go back?
Hell yeah. But see, like, for the wrong reason though. I go back with the lotto numbers, the stock to play, what the stock to invest in. By the time I go back to what I'll say I go back to probably no, I wouldn't say that because I'll be too young though. I'll say about 14, 15, when I my
Okay.
first job, I was like, hey, take that money and do this with it. And
Yep.
then hey,
Yep.
cause shit, if I did that by the time I got to college, if I went to college,
If you even would
I'd
have
be a
went.
bill yeah, I'd
Yep.
be a billionaire.
I feel you. I
Yeah,
feel
but
you.
see that's the selfish part. And I'd be like, look, don't hey, once you get to this threshold, then you can spend everything after that. But
That's
as long
it.
as you get that threshold,
Yes. I feel it.
cause
I feel you,
yeah.
man. I
But
feel you.
but the thing that's just interesting about that question was somebody mentioned Back to the Future and how if you
Mm.
do one thing, how it kind of
Changes.
changes the trajectory.
Yes.
So yeah,
Absolutely. I get that. That's real right there because everything else would be different. My children wouldn't be my children. I probably wouldn't marry who I would have married. Everything would be so different. And would I be okay with that? I
the
don't know.
question. That is the question.
That's the question. So before we get into the topic for the day, are you able to read to our people what our mission is for
Yeah,
this show?
always got to let them know why we do what we do.
Why we do it?
So as you know, the show name is He Said, She Said, both parts of the conversation, both sides of this conversation. All right, now our mission here is to empower you to discover your true, authentic self
Yes.
through what? The diverse perspectives of what? A variety of topics. Well, I mean, a
Yes.
lot of topics.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna be. You're not gonna get no yes man, yes woman. You're not gonna get no, oh, I agree all the time.
No.
It's gonna be some times where you're like, nah, you crazy. like your, like your uncle and auntie be cussing at each other. You crazy son of a bitch. Ah, you better. So that's what it's gonna get. What you gonna get?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen. But me and DA actually really do connect on many topics, and mostly it's I think we wanted to connect because we know we can elevate the community with a
yeah,
lot of the things that we have come to understand from our
yeah,
experiences and from life itself. We've come to understand, so we do connect a lot, but. There are times where we're just not going to agree, and we want to show y'all what that looks like in the most healthy way
yep,
possible. So yeah, so make sure when you come into the room, y'all are clicking like, subscribe, share the video, say hi, make it be known that you're here because that helps get us out there, of course, but
yeah,
it helps us
yeah,
know who's here and enjoying the show. So
and
today we're
look,
talking about accountability. Ooh.
yep, and look. When you share, share it to everybody. I don't care if you don't talk to them. I don't care if you don't like them. Share it.
Share
It's
to
an
them anyway.
opportunity to help somebody else.
That's accountability.
Yep.
Hold them accountable, DA.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the word everybody is afraid of. Accountability.
Why?
Because it's like you, we some at times we have image issues.
Mm.
So we might think we're doing the right thing or we're doing what's best, and or we might think we're what we're doing is not wrong.
Yes.
And so for somebody to say to check us, hold us accountable, that's an ego check.
Ooh. That was my first thought when you started talking was the ego. And what I tend to describe to people with the ego isn't bad. People think something's wrong with the ego. There's nothing wrong with the ego. The ego's purpose is to protect you. That's his number one goal is to protect you, and it's going. It's, what you say my name is? That's what the ego is like. What you say? Is trying to check everything and everything around you to make you feel like you are correct. But the healing process, what we do with the ego is check the ego itself. Sometimes you got to tell the ego, okay, I appreciate you trying to protect me right now, but I'm hella wrong. And that's what we're talking about accountability. Sometimes you've got to tell your ego, wait a minute, that was kind of fucked up. That was kind of, I messed up. That was wrong. Let me figure out how I can do this differently so that you don't lose the people that matter the most. Don't lose the opportunities that matter the most. The ones that are going to make you money, the ones that don't give you love, the ones going to give the things that are going to give you what you want from this life. You have to check the ego because it's going to always say you're right. The ego is sitting over there like, you right, they wrong, you right, we
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yeah, and it's
yeah.
not wrong with the ego. You just have to teach it what is right and what is wrong.
hmm And the and so like I wouldn't even say ego. I'll say it's what's the word I'm trying to look for? Just your the thought process.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you need somebody to check that thought process because what you thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I like okay. Before we go any further, we're not saying accountability or we're not saying your ego and all that is a bad thing. We're not saying that. No. What we're saying is sometimes it can put us in predicaments where it's not positive.
It doesn't give you
Yeah,
the
so I
results
don't
you
want
want from life.
Yeah, I don't want people talking about, oh, they said my ego is a bad thing. Da, 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 da. They don't listen to Beyonce. She didn't say that. So I don't want to
That's
hear
why
all
I
that.
flat out said the ego is not bad. It is meant to protect us. It really is doing its job. The ego wants to make sure you show up in the world in the most brilliant light. But sometimes that motherfucker is wrong as hell. Sometimes because it wasn't taught anything different. So say you're a misogynist, dude, especially when I think of misogyny, when somebody's just real nasty with. I watched a video, and we're gonna have to do a reaction video soon, of this dude talking about like if he's in a relationship, the woman she better not ask me who I'm with or where I am. If she's out, she better tell me. But when I'm out, it's none of her business because I'm the ruler of this relationship. And I was like, that's ego trying to protect itself, and whatever he was taught and whatever he believes about his life, his experiences, makes him believe that's true. So the ego is always going to say, yep, yep. But when we take accountability, we have to soften the ego and say, okay, we want to change what's right here. Because I don't want to rule. I want to be a leader. I don't want to be a dictator. We're not going to get into who we're talking about now. I don't want to be a dictator. I want to be a leader. When you lead, the most brilliant leaders, they have different qualities. They can take accountability for themselves in their decisions. What you think?
I think like everything you said is right. Like everything you said is right. Like so, yeah.
Let's go.
So I want to touch on real quick. I want to touch on what is accountability? In your words, what is accountability?
In my words, accountability is calling yourself out when life may not when you realize you're not making the best decisions for your life. It's you having the ability to say something's wrong. Maybe I need to make better decisions. Maybe I need to be around better people. Accountability is recognizing when things aren't quite going the way you would like for them to do, show up, and being accountable for that. Being able to say, I'm sorry is accountability. Being able to say, I appreciate you is an accountability. Just being accountable for how you show up in the world, being clear and precise about how you want to show up in the world. That's what I think of. What do you think?
I agree. Like sometimes people don't have that clarity. So
Mm-hmm.
it is just like they looking through foggy glasses.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sitting here reading something that I was looking at about clarity and commitment when it comes to accountability. And it says when you hold yourself accountable or allow someone else to, because other people should be able to hold you accountable, right? When you say you're going to do a thing, when you say you're going to show up, and you don't show up the way you said you're going to show up, somebody should be able to call you on it, right? You're not just saying, you're not just thinking about your goals, you're actively committing to them. Accountability transforms vague intentions into clear responsibilities. This is what I was talking to DA about when I first, before we even started the show, is that I'm committing and being accountable to making sure that my immediate needs of my household are being taken care of financially, but also showing up for something, a space like this, being present, being aware, being accounted for at the time that I said that I'm going to be here as much as I possibly can because I'm trying to reach certain goals, whether they be short term, take care of what I need for today, or long term, what I want to create an empire on. I want to show up and be accountable for that space, and that's clarity and commitment. What's your
Right.
thoughts?
Right. So uh, I'm trying not to be controversial today. I really am.
Be controversial.
I really am.
You know I'm here for the controversy. You got Gemini on your side. Let's go.
Because
If,
like clarity and commitment.
mhm.
So when it comes to the, I think those words and accountability don't go together.
Really?
No. And
He is
here's
the
why.
controversy, y'all. I'm about to get with him. Go ahead.
Yeah, and here's why I say that. Because sometimes they will go against what you're what you're trying to do, i.e., um I'm gonna use crime for instance.
Okay.
I'm gonna use crime for instance. Like, so if somebody commits a crime and I know about it, it's my job as a person to hold them accountable and be like, hey, I know what you did, whatever, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
Yes. However, my holding them accountable may not be in their standards. They may not be committed to that. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They may not want them. Shit, let's be honest. They not gonna like the fact that I'm doing that.
Of course they're not.
And so when I say those they don't go together, it's
Okay.
because you can only do so much when it comes to holding somebody else accountable.
Absolutely.
And actually and two, holding yourself accountable because
Mhm.
we'll lie to ourselves in a heartbeat. Like let's keep it a buck. We'll tell ourselves all whatever we want to hear, and is it right? No. Is it the fact of life? Yes. That's what happens.
It
And
happens.
yeah, now what I think needs to happen or should happen, I shouldn't say should happen is a consistency
Okay.
versus the commitment.
I don't know, DA. I'm about to beef with you a little bit, real quick, right quick, very quick, right?
Go ahead.
Because again, Gemini woman here. I know good full well when I walk into what a relationship with whatever that looks like, what to say that I'm going to be clear about and that I'm going to commit to, and even about the flaws that I may have in the midst of that. I may be able to admit that. PCK. So I might be able
Mhm.
to say, okay, I'm gonna say with men, for in my experience with men, I've made a clear point about what this type of relationship, or we've agreed to something very clear about what our relationship. This is going to be a sexual relationship. Boom. Period. We've established it. We're committed to it. Supposedly. Then all of a sudden, when they're caught up, now there's something wrong with me, and they're trying to hold me accountable for something that I was clear and I've been committed to.
So
Clear.
so then he's not well. I see I see where you're going with it, but yeah,
I've been people will get upset with me about stuff like that when they
I think
see
that is
something
more.
and they want it to grow into what they have now. I enjoy this space with this person. So in their own heads, they've created this narrative of what we are now. I don't know nothing about it now. All I know about is what I
Nah,
was clear
that's
about
yeah.
and what I committed to. And then I become the bad person because I don't meet the narrative in this person's head.
That's another show.
It's going to have to be.
That's
I'm
another
saying,
show.
but I mean, it's to the degree of what you were saying about accountability.
Hmm.
Hold me accountable to what I say, not what you want me to do.
What you say or what you do, because you can say something and then
Or you know what I do, or you
do
can hold me
something different.
accountable for not showing up for making a clear commitment.
Because like, and that goes back to what you just said. You may say that you just wanted to wham bam, thank you, ma'am, but the actions say something different, and so now he's trying to get like They're trying to get an understanding of like
You know Gemini
what's
women?
really going on. You say you just
Do
want
you
me to
know
hit it.
Gemini women? Do you understand this at all?
Yeah, yeah, yes. I know plenty of
We
people.
don't do that. We don't do that. What we say is what we do.
Not all the time, but okay.
In relationships. I'm saying in
No,
relationships for me. I've never showed
yeah.
up, said this is what we're gonna do, and then start trying to change it into something else. That has never
Oh
been
yeah,
me. I've been caught up with men who get caught up
yeah.
and then they want to change it, and you're frustrated with me for not complying.
Putting it on
We
them.
made a clear definition. We made a clear line.
Putting it on them. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it works sometimes. Sometimes you can cross the line
My
and
gosh, that's you. My.
yeah, I don't have time. That is me. I'm very
Eartha Kitt. Okay,
because I want what I want, and when I don't want what I don't want. Oh shit.
I totally understand. But okay. I'm trying not to fuck it. I'm just jump in the deep end because when it comes to the word accountability,
Okay.
people got the game twisted
Yeah.
when it comes to that word. And what I mean by that is when if somebody holds you accountable for your actions, they are in society now. They are being looked at as being either bossy,
Yeah.
being not sassy. Yeah, you can say sassy,
Yeah.
like all kinds of derogatory terms.
Derogatory. I will agree with that. Absolutely.
But only thing they're doing is one is being consistent, like trying to help
Yeah.
you and maybe themselves as well be
Yeah.
consistent in a behavior that will help you grow to
Yeah.
your whatever. Like
Yeah.
you can look at it like they're trying to help you perform better. They're trying to get you
Yeah.
to that next level that you're trying to get to. And a lot of
Yeah.
times, especially in our community, we push back from that. And
Absolutely.
it's wild
Oof.
to me. It's wild to
Oof.
me. 'Cause I'm just like and this whole adage about snitches get stitches. I'm just like, no, that's accountability.
It's accountability. People
I didn't
don't
want to go there.
understand.
But shit. We
No,
here
I
now,
love
so
it.
let's get it.
I
Let's
love
get it.
it because I'm too old to not. I'm telling. I tell people now, do not even do anything around me. I'm telling.
Yeah, and because
Don't do nothing that's gonna give, especially if it's illegal. If it's something that's gonna potentially put me in jail, don't do it around me. Because
yeah,
I'm telling.
and it's because like, and it's not that we are like they say we're simps or soft, nothing like that. Your actions impact more than just yourself at times. So it's our given right to hold people accountable, to hold you
Yeah,
accountable.
to hold you accountable.
And it's shit. And the way things going now,
Yes.
uh, accountable is just a word because
Yes.
if you watch how people are moving, not just in our community, just in general, it's nothing. Nobody's committed to anything. Everybody wants the fast, that quick money, quick everything.
Click everything. Yep.
Everything is so convoluted that
Hmm.
it's wild. And
Yeah.
let's talk, man. You mentioned earlier honesty.
Yeah. But
Folks lie
no,
to
before we
themselves.
even go into honesty, what you were just saying about consistency,
Yeah.
that's one space that I had to call myself out in. What you're talking about, that space
Ooh.
of showing up on a regular basis.
Uh-huh.
Because I remember so long being taught about being motivated. And all you have motivational speakers, right?
Yeah.
All these motivators and these things. But motivation very much is something that is hard to show up for every day. I'm
That's
motivated
part.
to go to the gym, but if I don't feel like it, I'm going to let it go. But am I going to be consistent? The word you use, Calling myself and being accountable to being consistent is different than feeling, because motivation is a feeling.
Oh, come on
Consistency
now.
is an action.
Come on now.
You act
And I,
out consistency, you
yep,
feel motivated.
yep. I laugh, but not. I wasn't laughing at you. I laugh because that's the one of those not trigger words, but one of those terms that the military use all the time. Oh, you got to be motivated. You got to be
Yeah.
motivated. And I'm like, motherfucker, everybody not motivated all the time.
Everybody's not motivated all the
You
time.
don't feel like doing. You don't feel like waking up 5 o'clock
Hmm.
in the morning just to go walk 12 goddamn miles with shit on your back. You don't feel like it.
You don't feel like it. I'm not motivated.
You don't. You're not motivated to do it. Now, consistency. If you just get out there and keep pushing, then that's something different. But yeah, motivation
I
is
want to do this thing every day for this amount of time.
yes,
This is what I want to do. And even
yes.
when I don't feel like it, when I don't feel
I'm still going.
motivated to do it, I'm still
Yep,
going to be accountable for the
yep,
consistency of it.
yep,
That part.
yep. I'm be
That's
consistent
the
and
hard part.
hold myself accountable to it.
And that's something
And
I
that's
tell
like,
people. Everybody will tell me about how they want to write books. Now, admittedly, since my husband passed away, my consistency has not been the same as it was prior. But prior to him leaving here, when I wrote books, I have books on Amazon, Books a Million, all the big websites. My books are out there, so you just look up my name. But when I wrote my books, it's because I was consistent. I had a baby, but every time I put that baby down to sleep, and I wasn't tired, I sat there and wrote. I sat in front of my computer.
mhm,
I wrote it out. I knew the ideas. I broke it down how I wanted to, and I was very consistent. I told myself just do. Either it was time. I either say do 30 minutes a day, just write for 30 minutes, or I say write 2 paragraphs, whatever I could do.
mhm.
And because the consistency is what grows the thing into something bigger versus feeling you don't always feel motivated to do it.
Don't you
Sometimes I'm not
don't.
even motivated to eat, and that's just the realist. I don't look like it, but I'm not always motivated to do it.
Yeah, and it's like like okay. Before we go any further, people got to understand there's different types of accountability. You got personal,
Come
then you
on.
got your partner, then you got your professional, then you get outside of all of that. You got political accountability, which is that's another
Ooh,
conversation. But
a
yeah,
whole nother conversation.
yeah, we're not gonna go there. And then like so on and so forth. So there is accountability
Yes.
all around. And if you
Yes.
ever pay attention to it, and if you ever just sit back and think about it, it all intertwines.
Yep.
It all revolves around the person, that
Yes.
person.
Yes.
It all revolves around that person. And if you start with personal accountability, then it'll be easier to transition into all the other facets of
Of accountability.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the drawback we have now is that people don't want to be held accountable. And that
They
goes
do
back
not.
to what I said last week. Like everybody's talking about, oh, only God can judge me, only God can judge me, only God can judge me.
They,
Well,
well,
no, not necessarily.
not necessarily.
So
Not when it comes to being accountable.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no, not necessarily.
Yeah.
We can hold you accountable for the stupid shit you do.
Period. Period.
But it's
Now
not
that we're
again, it's
halfway
not
through the show, I just want to throw out there again, anybody who's here, make sure you say hi. Make sure you check in with us. Make
yes.
sure you're hitting like, hit that subscribe button, and share, share, share. Get this information out here because, we don't always want to talk about accountability, but it's important. And I was
Yes.
going to ask you to go into what you were about to talk about, that self-honesty, being honest with
Yes.
yourself.
That's exactly yeah. I was about to say you that's the first person you gotta start. You gotta be honest with yourself. And when you okay, this because it's probably gonna spark another show.
Uh-oh.
Self honesty
Mm, mm.
is probably the hardest thing for a person to do. However, it is the most valuable thing a person can do, because you are now looking at yourself in the mirror and being
Yes.
open and honest, vulnerable and naked
Yeah.
with
Ooh,
everything,
with
good,
everything.
bad, ugly, like that sixth toe you got on your right foot. That, yeah, well, you got one titty that's longer than the other. Well, you got, like, you got to be open and honest about all of that stuff before you can hold yourself accountable. Because if it's easy for you
Yes.
to what's the word? If it's easy for you to lie to yourself, I ain't
Lie
gonna
to
say lie,
yourself.
but if
Hmm.
it's easy for you to lie to yourself, it's gonna be hard for you to hold yourself accountable.
Yep. Ooh. Ooh. And you're gonna hate
Yeah,
when other people do it. You're gonna hate when other
yeah,
people call
yes,
you out
most
because you
definitely,
can't even be truthful for you, with yourself. So you definitely don't want to hear nobody else tell you the truth.
most definitely, and you
And you wonder why you can't have a healthy relationship
and you see it time and time again on social media.
all day long.
Soon, soon as somebody puts something on there that doesn't make sense, or goes against the rules or whatever, and somebody
Yeah.
say, "Hey, you shouldn't be doing that," or "Hey, why
Yep.
don't you look at it from this point? Oh, you judging me, da 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 da," and you get all this pushback, and the
All
next
this.
thing you know, they block. They either block it or they shut down they site. And I'm just like,
Mhm.
all they're saying is, case in point, Lizzo. Like, yeah, case in point, when she was, and I get what she was trying to do. However,
Um,
it was not positive. It was causing more issues. Like, everybody was like, yeah, we understand you're embracing being a big girl,
oh,
but
okay. Yeah.
let's look at the health ramifications of that.
Mhm.
Oh, you just fat shaming. No, we're just looking at, okay, you sitting here, you say you close to 300 pounds, but you feeding shoving a cheeseburger down your throat.
Yeah.
Like, which one is it? You say you healthy, but we always see you with Slurpees and shit. Like, which one is it?
And that I have mixed feelings about that conversation because as a plus size woman, I understand, especially not just plus size, but a woman of age where weight doesn't fall off like it used to when I was younger, and you have to battle a little bit and have to navigate what that looks like and how to fix those things. But I don't. I think you can encourage somebody to be healthy without making them feel fat.
Yeah,
People were fat
I
shaming.
agree.
They were
I
fat
agree.
shaming. There's a
Not
way to
all.
talk to someone about. I say all. I say
Yeah,
people were, and there's a way to introduce the healthiness that you can be healthy, and all of a sudden you're gonna watch the weight drop. Let's be clear, but you need to be healthy while encouraging women who are plus size to enjoy their bodies and see it as beautiful. That's what I wanted her to do. But the moment she did, she started losing weight because that's the nature of the beast.
yeah, and it's just like I said, it's just a lot, and it's just
Burning
like,
more calories than you're taking in is naturally going to make that happen,
yes,
especially at a certain age. The older you get,
yeah,
them hormones shifting, and it just does something different, but it balances out eventually. But at the age, especially that Lizzo's at,
yeah. She got a couple more years, and all that shit gonna stop. But
it
anyway,
is. It's just
but
it's just the nature of the beast. Yeah,
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 but damn, but you can accountability. Like, for okay, I gotta keep saying it. We're not saying it's a bad thing. We're not saying weaponize it, because with
yeah.
accountability comes growth.
Yes,
Because not only does it, one, helps you learn from your mistakes, like, you start to see, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have did XYZ. All right,
yes,
I messed up. I messed
yeah.
up.
I
So,
messed up.
yes, I messed up. So let me go ahead and fix it. And then that's when that consistency start to kick in. Because you'll
Yeah,
start catching yourself like, okay, I messed up. Let me fix it. These are my triggers, or this is the
yeah,
reason why.
yeah. I want to take a quick shadow work perspective of this
Hmm.
because I feel like a lot of times when people were young, just kids being kids. You make a mistake, everybody's going to tease you. You stand up in class and read, and you stuttering while you read, they clown you.
Mhm.
When you fall off the monkey bars, you kick the ball on top of the building, you do something that just was something for people to tease you about. Now all of a
Mhm.
sudden, here comes the ego. It wants to protect you, and so we respond how we respond. You want to fight somebody, you shut
Yeah.
down, whatever the response is. But then that ego becomes so big that you try to perfect everything. Now I got to do everything right. You see these people overdo it, and so they don't want to be held accountable, and they're trying to make any mistakes. I've had so many people come to me about trying to be perfect, or
Mhm.
whatever the fuck that looks like. Who knows what that even supposed to mean? There is no such thing as perfection.
Never, ever, 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 ever.
So in the shadow work sense, I like to, when I'm working with someone, I want to find out, especially when because 9 out of 10 people who start coaching with me get pissed with me within this first 2 weeks. Why? I'm holding them accountable. They come in with all the sort, like I said, 9 times out of 10, it's a breakup. That's what brings most people to me. There's a bad relationship, divorce, breakup, something like that. That's why they're coming. When I make them hold themselves accountable for the part they played, now they're pissed. They don't want to be accountable because all they see is what that person did to me. And then if you go back a little deeper into their childhood, they can point out all the cousins, the moms, the dads, the uncles, the aunts, and all these people who did something to them. And I'm not telling them it's not that you did something wrong to deserve it, but you have to be accountable for the healing part of that. You have to do something about that part now. You have to walk this journey by letting go of some of that baggage so that you can enjoy your life. And boy, they be heated with me.
But it's true though, because like we 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 as human beings, again, like you said, that ego tries to protect us.
Yep.
So we start to think, oh, it's not my fault. It can't be
Yep.
me.
It can't be me.
It can't be me. It can't be me.
Mhm.
It's got to be them. Especially when we start to see that pattern repeated. Oh, it ain't
Yes.
me. It's not me. It's other people. It's other
It's-
people. Other folks. And that right there in itself is accountability, but in the wrong direction.
yes.
Because you're noticing the pattern, you're
Ah,
noticing the behavior, you're noticing the issue, but you holding the wrong people accountable.
come on. She's stupid type shit. Yes. Type shit.
Yeah,
Type
you
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
you holding the wrong people accountable. And so that right there in itself tells you know what
Come
accountability
on.
looks.
Come on. Speak it, DA.
You
So that
know
means you
what it looks
know
like.
what it is.
Yeah, you know what's right from wrong. So which makes
You
sense
just don't
why
want to be
when
held accountable
that's what I'm about to say, which makes sense why when people hold you accountable, you get mad because you know they right,
because you know that,
but
right?
you don't want to tell them they right.
Yep. Go on. You better
Yeah,
preach a word.
but we have to I have to sometimes we have to stop, look, and be like, okay, what is this doing for me? If they're holding me, if they're saying I am this, if they're saying I flirt, or if they're saying I uh do whatever, I'm very flirtatious.
Yeah.
I need to stop and say, okay, what is it that they're seeing that I'm not? And I have to
Uh,
trust that they are guiding me right in the right direction.
yeah.
And
If
then
you want to trust that person. Mm.
once I start to realize it, I have to build on that.
Yeah.
I have to have integrity and check myself and be like, look,
Yes.
yeah, I do. Okay, I do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I gotta pull back.
That's a Libra for your ass. Y'all the most flirtatious.
I don't. I honestly, I don't. I keep my mouth shut. Now I will say this. I'll crack jokes like a motherfucker. Like,
It's still a form of flirting.
man, look. Because I like to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. medicine.
My
Like
mother and father
real
are
talk.
Libras. I love me a Libra. Let me tell you something. But one thing I know, y'all charm somebody's drawers off. Don't play with me. I'm not doing this with you today.
Nah, yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's not out of malice. I'll say that it's not out of
No,
malice.
flirting isn't
It's
out
just
of malice.
we just
You
having
don't even
fun.
have to be wanting the person. Y'all just are naturally charismatic. That's all I'm saying. The flirtation, the
Mm.
thing. You may not even want the person's attention for real, but y'all might just want a discount at the register. That may just be all what it is.
That's fucked up because I've done that before.
See?
I've done that before. Well, that was in man.
Accountability. Accountability.
That was in my college days. That was like yeah. I
Oh
remember
no.
I went to Burger King with no money. Came out with like $30 worth of food.
Yeah. See? See? But
Yeah.
yeah, accountability, y'all, it really, like DA was saying, it builds a level of integrity that teaches you how to trust yourself. We
Mm.
always discuss how however we perceive ourselves is how we see the world. So if
Yes.
you can learn
Oh.
to trust you, you get to open up to new, healthier relationships
And
because you see that
experiences.
health in yourself.
Hmm. Yeah. Wow. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, you're right.
Integrity. That's a big one for me because integrity to me doesn't necessarily mean you always tell the truth. Integrity to me means that if you're called out for not telling the truth, you're willing to say, I wasn't honest about that. Just even that is big for me. I understand how people lie and say things to try to protect themselves or try to be right. But if I call you out on you not being right about something you said, and you still want to, now you're gaslighting me, and I'm seeing you as a narcissist. I'll go that far. Yes, my brain will start traveling the long road, Route 66. I sure will. Because if I can't trust you to be honest about something you know you lied
Yeah,
about,
you're
I
a
can't trust you as
psychopath. And you don't broke them down there. A psychopath. They done killed about
all
12
of it.
babies.
All of it. They done killed 12 babies, shot 18 women, and they about to
Yeah,
go sink a ship. Yes, that's where my mind goes. Mhm.
that's whole. That's funny.
I do. I ain't gonna lie.
But it
In
is it
business
is
and
big. You should.
anything. Mm-mm.
It is big. I mean, because if you really look at it, like look at recovery. Folks who are recovering from addiction. What do they have? Accountability partners.
Accountability partners.
Why? Because they can't hold themselves accountable. And
Yes.
I believe every person should have that.
Yes.
Should have that accountability person or
Yes.
somebody, at least somebody that will call you on your bullshit. Right?
That's it.
That's what it is.
That's what
Somebody
it
who's gonna
is.
call you on your bullshit.
I don't even want you to be my friend if you too scared because I know how dominant I am as a woman. I know that people when they see me, they meet me, they just more in awe than they see equal. And I'm trying to see my equals. I don't want to be friends with you if you can't call me on my shit because I don't see everything. I'm not always right, but don't always notice that I'm being contrary to something I said or that I'm saying something that will go against what I'm usually standing for. And I need somebody to be like, hey, right there, Sheronda, remember you said you was never going to do that again. Accountability, hold me accountable, please. Because I want to show up as me, not you or anybody else.
You don't want to show up as somebody that's really not you. Cause I like that shit get tiring too.
Don't,
Yeah, that shit gets tiring.
it does. Trying to be whatever you think somebody wants you to be or whatever. And it instills a level of confidence. You get that's why I say I could walk into rooms and see how the energy will shift in my direction with ease because I'm holding myself account. I know my insecurities, but I also know who I am. I know my power. So if I'm gonna walk into a space and I've tapped into what I know and I can hold myself accountable for the things that I know I could do better, I could walk into this room, show up authentic, and people just love me. The clients who've had me, they love me because I'm honest. I'd be like, this is the bullshit I've done before too. I can relate to this, but let me tell you what I learned about that. And then I call them out about it first because they know now. Oh, she called herself out about that before.
So
Hell
so let
yeah.
me ask let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. For the people out there in the streets, what does not holding yourself accountable look like?
Who? Everybody else is wrong. Okay, prime example. But we talked. Me and you probably talked about this earlier in the show, other shows, where people be like, "All men, all women, all men are this." All of them, every single one of them, or my whole family doesn't like me. The whole family,
Mm,
nobody. When there's every job they go to, there's a problem. Some of this person didn't like me. This person didn't like. They don't like me when I work. Nobody liked you. There's a level of you don't hold yourself accountable for something, and these people are trying to call you out for something you're doing, and you just want to operate in that space the way you want to. So you want to show late, or you want other people to do your job, or you on the phone while you're at work, and people are calling you out on it, and you think it's not fair. You have all your thoughts about what work is supposed to do, what they're supposed to let you do, and now you blame the whole building, everybody. Or all the men
wow.
you date have said to you, ma'am, you're insecure. I can't deal with an insecure woman. You're not secure enough. And you start blaming all the men for they're not insecure. Now they're the ones that are insecure.
They're the issue.
Does that make sense? Does that answer
Yeah.
your question?
Hmm. It makes a lot of sense. Because like,
Mhm.
and the reason why I ask that is because I've seen people who say, well, I've seen people who just don't know what accountability is. Like,
Yes.
and everything, and again, uh, or like I said earlier, it's the reverse accountability. It's them holding everybody else accountable but
Yeah.
themselves, and they're
Yep.
the common denominator.
Yep. I have a cousin who's like that. And I don't, you don't just turn into schizophrenic. You don't become, it doesn't just turn into it. But my aunt fed it horribly. So, and no matter where he was from when we were young, he was light skinned, light colored eyes. Okay, whatever. And so everywhere he went, if somebody didn't like him, she would be like, "They don't like you because you're light skinned with light colored eyes." And he started believing it. He was like, "Yeah, no, this happened at school. It's just because you light skinned and got light color." I mean, she fed this over and over again. But now he thinks people on TV are talking about him. I remember he called and said Kelly Ripka and what's his name were talking about him. Everywhere he went, he was beefing. He kept getting arrested everywhere. And I said to my family, I said, I think he might be schizophrenic, y'all, because he's hearing voices at this point. He
Mm,
he lived in an apartment complex, gets so drunk and high, fall asleep, wake up the next day, and swear maintenance came in and moved some stuff around. You forgot what you did, sir. They're not just walking around your apartment. You go to
yeah.
work and come back. They've been in my apartment because I didn't have it on that channel last night. But he had no account. There was no way to hold him accountable for nothing because his mother
Mm,
fed to him. And I've seen this even with people who are not schizophrenic, where their parents who just sat telling them, "My child, so you're so wonderful, you're so amazing. Oh my gosh, you're so great, you're so beautiful." And then they grow up into these people who don't want to be held accountable for nothing. And if people don't agree with what their mama said or their daddy said,
I seen that in well, you see it on when shit happened with the police, like the police shootings. Like folks will be like, "Oh, I don't
ooh,
know why he did that. I don't know why they did this, and I don't da 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 da." I'm like,
yep,
but he was shot because he opened fire on the police.
he opened fire.
Like I'm thoroughly confused. Like
Yes.
what is? What are
Yeah,
they
some of the
supposed
stuff
to do?
is except walking down the street in a hoodie. No, we're not doing that. Just mind
Don't
your business. No, but
yeah.
you open fire. You reaching under your
You
seat.
provoked.
You provoking anybody, any human, really. It doesn't even have to be a police officer. If
Yeah.
you start shooting at them, they're going to shoot back.
Or the ones that get me. And I get it, that's somebody's baby. However, why is your
Hmm.
child breaking into somebody's house? I'm confused. Why is your
Explain.
child?
They
I
should.
don't
They
care
didn't
how
have
old
to
he
shoot.
is.
They didn't have to shoot. Yes, the fuck they did. They didn't know what that person had. What?
Yeah, exactly. Like, matter of fact, it's a ooh. Since we talking about it, it was an incident here,
Mm,
um, about like 10 miles from here, where it was a group of kids, high schoolers. I think the oldest one was like a junior in high school,
yeah.
and they, what was it? Basically, it was 2 in the morning, and they decided to go to some random house and play a prank on somebody by kicking in the door.
Okay,
And they
Frank.
went to the wrong house, and dude lit like I ain't gonna say lit them up, but shot at them, killed one and wounded the other two.
Pranking.
And the first thing on and first thing they did on the news, not just the news, but the parents and everything. Oh,
Yeah.
he overreacted. He didn't have to do that. He didn't da da da. And like even the news lady was like, but your child was out at 2 o'clock in the morning.
See.
Why?
Hmm. Hmm. See.
Like that makes no sense. But they won't let you they won't hold that child accountable,
Accountable.
or they won't let you hold them accountable.
Pe-
I'm like, that's craziness.
Yeah. Yeah. Accountability, y'all, is a great topic. Although it's one that most people don't really want to address because most people really don't want to be wrong. But what's better, being wrong or being able to reach your goals? Reach
Ooh,
your goals.
yeah.
Reach the goals. The wrongness teaches you the rightness. That's the beauty about the mistakes and all those things. And that's what Dia even brought up about like recovery programs and things like that. Even just a group of people who want to get together and say we're going to exercise and we're going to hold each other accountable. We don't have to join each other doing it. Let me know when you go in. Take a picture when you're on the bike.
Yeah.
Let me see miles or
Yeah.
just finding spaces where people can help support your growth, support your goals, and hold you accountable to guess what the fuck you said out your mouth. They're not holding you accountable to what they want you to do. These are the
Yeah. It's
people
what
who are
you
holding you
said.
accountable to what you said you want from this lifetime. So find those spaces, and that's what we do as life coaches. That's what we do in these streets. Hold you accountable so you can have the life you want, not the one I want for you. I don't really care that much.
Yep. The best thing I've heard somebody say when it comes to accountability: if you don't want me to hold you accountable, don't tell me what you want.
Don't tell me what you want.
And I was like,
I love
ooh,
that. That
that's
hits
that's,
right there.
that's crazy. That's like crazy. Like that kind of stung because you're like, yeesh.
Yes.
But again, you need people like that because
You
like
do. Mhm.
with accountability comes you get a whole lot of benefits. Like
Yes.
let's not just like uh, overlook all the benefits you get. Like we mentioned the integrity. You
Yes.
build integrity, build confidence, you build
Yes.
consistency.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to have positive self image. Hell, you can be honest with yourself. Like you
Yes.
stop lying to yourself. It's a freeing thing. It's not like a bondage thing. It's you're being helped to be free.
Yes. Yes. I love it.
And as you free, what happens? You start to free other people. Why? Because you like the way it feels.
You like the way it feels.
Yeah.
And you want to see people reach their personal growth goals.
Yes.
You just want to see it.
Yes. 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 Oh, it's
Yeah.
good. like we've been saying, it's not a bad thing. Like it's not a negative thing.
at all. At all. I love it. DA,
Hmm.
I'm gonna hold us accountable for something I want us to do next week by putting it on here live right now.
Okay.
I want us to do a reaction video next week.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do a
Now
reaction video.
I need to put my disclaimer out there. All right. Nah, I'll do it at the beginning of the next show. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let you find a video for us because that last one you sent me would be a good one.
Which one? I sent a whole bunch.
Oh, you did. The girl who was crying
Oh,
about
in the car.
having the husband
Yeah.
in the car. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Or if you find something else,
Oh, I
I
could.
would love for us to do a reaction video.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
send
do
it
that.
to
We're
me
gonna do
in
that.
case I could, pull my notes together. But I think that'll be fun next week. What you think?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm down. I'm
Y'all
down.
you heard it here.
What would you do? Well, not even what. No, not what would you do, but a
What are your
reaction. Yeah.
thoughts? How would you? What's your reaction to this? Yeah,
Hmm.
reaction video. I'm excited about it. It's been on my mind ever since you sent me that video. Actually,
Hmm. Yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
time to do a reaction video.
Let's
So
talk about it.
we'll be able to share that real quick with y'all, and yeah, that'd be
Let's
good.
talk about it.
How is everything?
Let's talk about it.
All right, it's been a great night. What you think? Nice
Yeah,
conversation,
it
nice
was a good
fun.
conversation. It started off kind of rocky. I don't understand what the hell was going on tonight. Like Jesus, it was. I'm gonna
Hey,
apologize for it to everybody. Like I know there's a lot of things going on in the background with me,
it's
bro.
okay.
I ain't never been this important. I ain't gonna front.
I hope
Like,
everybody's
I ain't
okay
never been
though.
this important. Like folks were calling me like I owe them money.
Everybody okay though? The fam okay?
Yeah. It was like just random people, like random people I ain't talked to in like months. I'm just like, okay,
Okay. He got the
yeah,
hotline, y'all. That's all he's trying to tell us. He got the hotline tonight.
man, I ain't got no hotline.
But yes, again, as always, make sure y'all are hitting that like, that subscribe, and sharing the videos out to your people and watching it once or twice if you need to. And
Mhm.
come back next week for the reaction video. What you want to close us out with, DA?
It's okay to be held accountable. Accountability is good. Stop running from it. Stop running from it. Accountability is good. But first, you got to hold yourself accountable. If you say
Do
you're
it.
gonna do something, do it.
Do it. I want my reaction video, DA.
Oh yeah, you'll
All
get
right.
it.
All right, y'all. Love each and every one of you. Until next week, peace.
Ooh, my finger's crooked. I forgot about that.